channel today, and we are doing a brand new Sims 4 CC haul video today. And so today is a very special day because I have not recorded one of these videos in so long that I am physically and emotionally so pumped and happy right now to record one of these videos, because in the past couple of days I did a stream of a 3 to 4 hour stream collecting custom content, and I collected over 200 pieces of custom content. But the good thing is that I reblogged every single piece of CC that I collected onto my custom content finds Tumblr, which will be the link down below if you guys want to check it out. If you see any CC that you want, again, the link is down below. So what I did is I basically kind of made a little random family that I kind of wasn't planning on creating, but I have fallen in love with them already, and they are called the Stovall family. So we have Joanna, we have Aiden Stovall, we have Everly Stovall, and we also have Holly Stovall. But they are also up on the gallery with the name SpringSims, which is my origin ID. So if you guys see them on the gallery, make sure you enable custom content and you will see them. They are the most recent family, and there you go. So either way, I collected pretty much a lot from females, males, kids, and toddlers. So I have a range of stuff like hair, clothing, shoes, pants, all the things. So it's probably gonna be a long video, so I hope you enjoy the video. So sit back and relax and enjoy the commentary. So we're gonna start off with the skin details. So I don't really have a lot of skin details just because I don't like to collect a lot of skin details. Even though sometimes I do, I try to keep it very minimal. So the first thing that I actually collected was a piece of freckles, which I love freckles on people in real life, but also in the Sims. Like when it looks good on a Sim, I just know it's gonna look on every single sim that I create, and so it has. And they're actually from Praline Sims off of the Sims resource, and Praline Sims a lot because I love their content with the makeup, the eyes, the eyebrows, everything that they create from the Sims 3 and now the Sims 4 is phenomenal. Hands down, one of my favorites. And that is what we got from them. We got also another piece of freckles. This is actually 2 sets. So there's like a full face freckles, and then we have the entire body plus the face freckles. So if you like freckles or moles or whatever, then this is the type of content for you. Then next that we have are another set of freckles as well, and this is more of I would say an extreme freckle face. I don't know what you actually kind of call it, but again, the more freckles, the better. So next what we got is actually one of my personal faves is actually a Kaijoko EA eyelash remover. So if you have like a sim that has like the regular EA eyelashes that are black and kind of blocky, you can actually remove those with using one of these, and ignore that, and also ignore that too. And then next what I have is another face full of freckles as well. And again, the more freckles, the better in your game. And it actually kind of blends in with whatever your sim's skin tone is. And so if your sim has a more of a darker complexion, I think this will be the best bet for you. But any freckles or any moles work best for any type of sim. And I know that a lot of you guys have been wondering what skin detail that I use to make my sim's skin so smooth. I have an actual skin default that I have installed. Is actually from Illuma Sims off of their Tumblr, and it's the vanilla merge default skin. But then I also apply this other skin default, or the skin detail onto my Sim's face, and it gives them more of a smooth facial feature, which I personally love a lot. And I'm not sure who created it, but again, link down below to my Tumblr. It'll be the very first one for you guys to check out. But nevertheless, I think either way, my sim looks phenomenally great. I love Joanna so much. She's my pride and joy. She's like a child, but she's a freaking adult. She's like 30 years old, but it's okay. But moving on to the lovely hairs, and I have collected way too many hairs. I think I need to start merging my custom content because my game will start to lag, and I don't got time for that. So anyway, what we have here is a nice little, let's say a very relaxed ponytail. So you got some wavy in the back and you got some wavy in the front. And I don't want to go through all the swatches because we will literally be here for days. And I did a little bit of this, a little thing I want to tell you guys. So I actually recorded this video like 2 days ago, and my dumb self actually deleted an entire hour's worth of a voiceover of this video. So I'm basically re-recording this at 3 a.m. in the morning. So you're welcome. So the next here, what we have is like a nice little childlike hair that I think looks so freaking perfect, and it's actually from a Harris off of their Tumblr. And I'm not kidding. I love their content so much that I will literally download anything that they make because everything that they make is top-notch professional. Just being real here. But the next one we have is like a nice little pigtails hair. Again, childlike. And if you guys have not seen the thank you next video by Ariana Grande, and there was a lot of scenarios in that video, like 13 going on 30 and then some other ones. Everything in that thing was amazing. And so what the creator did, Leah Lillis off of the Sims resource and also Tumblr, they recreated the Jenna hair from 13 going on 30 from the thank you next music video, but also the movie. And if you love both of Ariana Grande and 13 going on 30 like I do, then I think this hair is definitely for you. But it's also alpha content, and I do have a mixture of alpha and maxis match in this video and also on my Tumblr, so whatever your preference is, I have it just for you. Yeah. But I really do love the Jenna hair a lot, and I think I might be using it in an upcoming video of a certain sim that I'll probably be recreating. And so next what we have is, like, I would call this more of a witch hair because just to me, I've seen like cartoons and other weird movies that have this type of like hairstyle, and I'm not particularly a fan of it, but when I looked at the picture on Tumblr, I was drawn to it, and I was like, let's just take it, see what it's looking like, and it's okay. I probably won't use it a lot, and I probably won't delete it, but I'll just leave it in my game for the time being. So next, if you have the Sims 4 Get Famous, you would, if you don't know, the Judith Ward, who is the high priest, the high wealthy sim in Del Sol Valley, she has a very questionable hairstyle that we all kind of somewhat love and slash hate and kind of just want to snatch it off right then and there. So she has questionable hair, but this creator called Psoriasis actually made 2 versions of the hair. And they made it more smaller and compact and not too crazy. So they have a big bun style and they also have a small bun style. So whatever your preference is, you have 2 options, which is so perfect. And then next, the same creator actually made another hair that kind of looks like, I would say, Judith Ward's hair, but if you like bring out the bangs in the front and a little more bun in the back, then you have that hair. And there are actually 2 versions of this hair. I just forgot to download the EA recolors of this exact same hair, but what they did is they made natural colors and more of an unnatural color of the other hair. So you got 2 options. And next what we have is this mustard looking yellow hair that I will change like right now. Is this next hair from Brittany Harris. I believe this is actually going to be released very soon. I'm not sure if it's been released already, but I did see this type of hair on their Patreon that, again, they do always release in the same month, sometimes sooner. And next that we have is one of my favorite hairs that I think Joanna rocks pretty well, is a very nice style, wavy, curly look from Wild Pixels off of their Tumblr. And to be honest, I love their content as well. Nice, very curly, very wavy. And this hair is the same exact one as this one, but recolored. And the next hair we have is from Candy Sims, and this is called the duo tone hair. So we got, like, you know, some nice little 2-tone swatches. You got the unnatural ones, and then you got the natural colored ones, but with more swatches, which I'm okay with, because I mean, I try to experiment with like different hair colors and different hairstyles and see what works on a sim and see what doesn't. So I kind of go back and forth between unnatural, natural, and kind of just out of the ordinary. So experimental hairstyles, which I think perfect. And so the next hair is actually from one of my other favorite alpha creators, and they are called Nightcrawler. If you do not know them, they have been creating CC since The Sims 3 Days, and this guy is fan-freaking-tastic at what he does. And ooh, I love their custom content. Everything that they make is top-notch professional, and I just want to applaud the CC creators of 2018 this year. They have really stepped up their game, whether they make clarified content, alpha content, or maxis match content, or just basic recolors of just random stuff or objects. No matter what they create, the CC creators have been really, and modders. CC creators and modders have really been stepping up their game this year with making fantastic, amazing clean cut professional content, and I'm really happy that they have done that. So I cannot wait to see what they do for 2019. So the next hair I actually got from GRIMCOOKIES off of their Patreon, and they will be releasing this content later this month. So don't you worry, you'll be collecting the same type of CC, so don't fret. They do make that good content. They good at making that coin though, just be real here. But when I saw this hair, it kind of reminded me of the Thank You Next hair that Ariana Grande was wearing, and she's actually, what's her, Regina George hair? Yeah, basically the Regina George hair from the Thank You Next video, and I did not think of that until just now, and I'm literally blown away on how good this is. I have been starting to make my Sims with this hair. Like, you haven't seen the videos yet, but I've been making my Sims with this hair. Ooh, I love it. Joanna, you rock every hairstyle. You know what I might do is I might make ombre recolors of this hair, because I personally kind of like the hair a lot, and I want to try out some different colors and see what is what. The next hair we got is from Wild Pixels, and it's like more of a ponytail. So you got that one there, and the next hair looks great. I love it. It also comes in the natural colors as well. So there's two options. I just grabbed both because the more the merrier in my game, or the more the laggier, whichever comes first. But it's the exact same hair. It's more of a pigtails. It's very wavy. You got some bangs in the front. You got some little curlies on the sides as well. So you got two options. And the next hair we got is from GRIMCOOKIES. And so again, perfect, top notch. So thank you. Next is another collaboration from Brittany Harris and some other custom content creator that they made a set with, and it has like this nice wavy hair but shaved on the side, quite little, I know, like nice little, and that's perfect. So this video might be a little bit weird because I'm saying perfect, cool, great, awesome, I like it, next. I apologize, but we got things to do. But the next thing we have is like this next style, wavy, long hair, medium hair. Wait a minute, updo? I'm very confused now. When did we get this updo category? Next, anyway. Moving right along, what I was saying before, we have like this nice little wavy hair. You got it parted onto the side, so you put your hair about behind your ear. And this hair I was kind of drawn to, and I believe I had this hair like literally probably like a year ago. Can't remember, probably a couple months ago. Either way, I've seen this hair before, and I was personally drawn to it just because it was very wavy, and I like to have my Sims have wavy hair, straight hair, ethnic curly hair, whatever hair they have. I like to put it on my Sims to experiment with, and that is what is what. The next hair we have is from Brittany Harris, and again, it's very straight, very laid back, and this is one of my new personal faves from She Speaks Simlish. When I saw this hair, I was like, why? But then I grabbed it, put it to my game, and I was like, okay, I see you, Triple S, you be doing some good content right here. This is what I call the just got out of bed, messed up, jacked up hair, but in a good way. I love you, so don't take it the wrong way. But you know, honestly, I love your content a lot. They make amazing like ombre hairs, ethnic Maxis Match hair. So if you are more of a person who would like to have ethnic hair in your game, but you like Maxis Match, I would recommend going to their Tumblr and downloading everything that you see, because they are perfect for whether braids, afro hairstyles, this type of hairstyle as well. So you got a variety of content from them. But next we have like this more of an updo bun, and the next hair we have is the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina inspired hairstyle from Brittany Harris. And if you have not seen that show, it is on Netflix. There is actually 13 episodes, and they just released the holiday, the solstice, the winter solstice or happy solstice episode not too long ago. So if you are a fan of Sabrina the Teenage Witch series from the original version, the cartoon version, or the Netflix version, then this hair is definitely for you. I personally love this a lot, and I love Sabrina a lot, so I feel like this is one for the years. Oh, she looks good in red hair and brown, like light brown hair too. She can rock anything. I love this. So just saying, new cast video coming very, very soon to a screen near you. And to be honest, when I had this hair right here, I immediately thought that this hair looked like this hair, but more as you got electrocuted and your hair just kind of poofed out. So that's what I think this hair looks like to me. And I was currently on OSHINSIMS CC Finds Tumblr, and I was just scrolling through, and I saw this hair, and I was like, oh, you be looking so good right now. I'm gonna take it right now and pin my hair, pin my game, basically. And I was very happy about it. It's the exact same set, like right here, exact same collaboration, but a different hairstyle. And this one's more of like a wavy texture, and it's very smooth but wavy. And you all know how much I love GRIMCOOKIE. I saw this hair on the Tumblr. I immediately thought, where can I get this hair? I must have it like literally now. And so I grabbed it off their Patreon and also their Tumblr because they just released it not too long ago. And let's just take a moment and appreciate these like poof bun curls. I love GRIMCOOKIE, and he's amazing. So appreciate his work, please, and thank you. The next hair is actually from Vikai, and this also kind of is inspired from Sabrina the Teenage Witch, or The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina off of the Netflix show. I think I saw that in their Tumblr posts. I might be wrong, but it looks amazing, and I personally love it a lot. So the next hair, I was watching Ocean's video. OSHINSIMS, love her, link down below to her channel. Check her out. Perfect. I saw her video. She explained this hair as a very messy, I would call it more of a messy up bun do. So if you don't know who Judith Ward is, she's a socialite, rude socialite as well. She is. Her hair is basically this, but I called it a stressed, messy updo bun hair by Sim Lotus, and they did a fantastic job making it very messy and not too messy crazy, and they did perfect on it. So I thank you, Sim Lotus, for this lovely, lovely content. The next hair we got from Patchy, and I immediately fell in love with this hair because it is literally shaved on the side, but also is very long and very wavy and curly, and it's top-notch perfect. But the one swatch that I love the most is the purple swatch, and I fell in love. And I'm going to dye and make ombres. I might literally just make ombre recolors of this hair, because why not do ombre recolors? Because ombre is always fun. The orange looks so perfect. Oh, so good, so good. The next hair is what we got is like this next hair. I don't know how to describe it, but it kind of looks like the other hairstyles that we looked at before, and I say it's okay, but it kind of looks a little bit weird with the edges over like around here. I mean, it's like a little bit minor detail, but so the next hair we have is the exact same hair from the Sims 4 Get Famous, but it's more of a chopped look. So the original version is very long, like right down to here, but the creator did just chopped it a little bit nicer. Like if you go to Selvadorada and you go to the jungle with his hair, your hair will not get snatched no longer, because you chopped it and you did the right thing by making it shorter. And this next hair is from the same creator, but I'm not sure who made it because they don't have their name on their cast preview, which I would love to have, because I like to give credit where it's due to the proper creator, to acknowledge them for their work. So CC creators out there for 2019, please put your name in your cast preview so we can give you the proper credit. Just saying that right here, right now. Okay. But so the next hair that we have is from Brittany Hairs. It's more of an updo. So moving on, we have some good old-fashioned hats that I think you guys would definitely personally love a lot. Or have one hat, and that's clipping through. So I'm gonna cut that off. This hat is more of, I would say, how would I describe this hat? Not a paperboy, but more of not a military slash styled classy cute look hat. If you didn't check out the pigtails and the Sabrina hat, it also came with like recolors of the ties and then the headband, so you got two options. She's literally snatched because her head is gone basically. For the makeup, for the eyeshadow basically is I got a few things from Obscureness, and I would say it's not for everybody, it's mainly for me, and I've been experimenting with making Sims look more different with, like, you know, those facial features and their eye bags and their wrinkles and their freckles and all the things, and I came across their Tumblr a while back ago. Wasn't particularly excited for the content just because I was like, I don't know. But when I saw their Asian set that they'll be releasing very soon, I came across their eye bags, or the eyelids, and I fell in love because it gives my Sims more of like a realistic, semi-realistic look to their face, and is perfect. So if I take off their eyelids, they look completely different. They look different, but when I put it on, they look like a changed person. So I mean, it kind of makes their eyelids look a little bit darker, but that's what I personally kind of like. And they have two versions. They have the like subtle eyelids, and they have the extreme eyelids. So you have two different versions from whatever your preference is. And this next eyeshadow is from, I think, Famous Royal Sims off of their Tumblr, and they make very high realistic eyeshadow and clothing that I personally do like, but don't use a lot. But when they do, when I see that stuff, I gotta have it, of course. But this next eyeshadow is from them, and I would say it's more of a glam award show eyeshadow look. So the next one we have is from SpringSims, and SpringSims, I physically love them. Been downloading their CC since The Sims 3 days. I will always forever love their makeup because they do so well, and they make their content so like professionally done, and I like it. I mean, it's like a little bit pigmented and a little bit too extreme, but that's what makes their content their own, and they do it so well, and I have to have it no matter what. But I'm gonna put her eye bags back on. So moving on, we have some eyeliner that I think you guys will definitely like the most. I mean, we only have two of them, and they are actually from Famous Royal Sims. And you got two ones. They're the exact same ones, but more, this one right here is more of a extreme cat eyeliner, but more faded. And this is more of the subtle, got that there. For the blush I was kind of questionable about because I was going back and forth between the blushes that I wanted and didn't want. But I would have to say that I did actually do like the most if you have a sim that is like a teenager, or your sim's like kind of a rebel and kind of does some risque stuff in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. and you want to add like a touch of realism to their like features. I went ahead and actually downloaded hickeys and whip marks. So I think this is like gives your sim more of a realistic definition to their character, or however you want to do it, and I think I kind of like that personal touch to them. And I do have like this one blush basically from this one creator, and I came across their Tumblr a while back ago. Can't remember the name, and again, link down below to my Tumblr. And I would say that this blush is very flush, of course, and it's very subtle, not too extreme, but does have some extreme colors to it. But I personally like the more subtle, and it blends in well with like darker skin complexions, sometimes lighter ones. It just depends on your Sims and how you kind of stylized or clayified them, like, you know, manipulating their facial features, because you're literally playing with clay. Not kidding, just being real. And the next blush that we have is from SpringSims, and you all know how much I love them. The other ones are actually from the Extreme Violence mod, and what I have realized is that if I click on a swatch, it'll literally make their face look bloody crazy, and looks like they were like stabbed to death. So moving on, moving on to that note, is on to the lips. So the lips are definitely questionable, because I was very hesitant on downloading new lips because I tend to use the exact same lip kit, and it's actually from Jen's lip kit off of her website. It is the cyber lip kit, the holiday lip kit, her first lip kit. I love all of her lips, and they're all great, and I wanted to experiment with different new ones, like different ones, to see what they look like on my sim. And I kind of went with more of SpringSims, but what I've realized is that some of the lip colors don't really work well on all my sims because I don't download their skin tones or like their skin overlays, because sometimes what SpringSims does is that they tend to create their makeup and their stuff their own skin presets. So like they make custom skins, and they use their makeup on their custom skins, and it looks better on their custom skins. And I don't typically download their skins because I don't like that kind of stuff, personal preference. But when I do, I tend to go with more of the like nude, very subtle, blend in with their lip color, and that's when I kind of go for Trading Sims lip. Moving on to the next, in Obscureness, probably saying it wrong, I think I am. But they came out with like an Asian set, and I fell in love with their lips because it's very glossy and it works really well with my sim. I love my Joanna, she looks perfect. And again, I say some of the swatches don't work well with darker skin complexion. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Depends on the sim. But for Joanna, she does have more of a lighter skin complexion, somewhat darker, somewhat lighter. Personal preference, I don't know. But she does have a nice little edgy edge. And the next little lip we have is from GRIMCOOKIES, and they started making makeup for lips, and I'm very, very much pleased. So GRIMCOOKIE, if you're listening to this, I love you a lot. Make more. Collaborate with Brittany Harris, Cryptic Sims, and Brittany Harris and Cryptic Sims. Y'all three will make phenomenal content together, so please and thank you in advance for 2019 collaboration, because I will be shooketh to the core and I am prepared to be deceased. So moving on to the next lip kit from Obscureness. I'm sounding like literally a chicken, but it's fine. But this actually comes in very, I would say, glossy. It works well with their skin tone that they created, but I deleted it out of my game because that one looked freaking scary. So I took it out, not gonna use it, but nevertheless, I think it works well with any sim, and it's very glossy and very nice and shiny, and I kind of like it a lot. So moving on to the clothes and everything else, I did grab quite a few of stuff, like not quite a few, which means a lot basically in my type of terms. And I did actually kind of forget a few meshes, so she might disappear, she might not, she might be using a mesh. Like that one right there, I know for a fact will make your sim disappear because I probably did not download it correctly, so that's okay. So if you do not have the Sims 4 Get Famous expansion pack, highly recommend, because it is only $20 on Origin right now, because it is 50% off. I repeat, 50% off on Origin for all the expansion packs, stuff packs, and game packs, and the base game is only $10. So if you do not have the Sims 4 on PC, get it now, get all the packs, and you'll be perfectly content with all of the gameplay and cheats and mods and custom content to your heart's content. So you're welcome. So this is basically the exact same thing, but this one actually has more of patches on it, which I think looks great. And this is the exact same one, literally the exact same one. I think what they did is that they recolored the Get Famous one, but also made their own version with the exact same colors. Make two different things, which I don't know why, but I mean, I'm okay with it. I think it personally looks great on any sim that I have. I won't click on that because I don't have a cover to cover the top area. So this is more of a see-through mesh crop top thing that your sims can wear, and I like it too a lot. And then we have like this nice cashmere sweater jacket, and next we have this, we'll call it more of a cowgirl yeehaw. Never use that term ever again, never in my career. And then this shirt right here actually kind of reminds me of the Get Famous or either Seasons or Get Famous expansion pack shirt, but this one is more of a solid color one, because I believe what are the packs they were, I think those two had patterns on it, or the other one was like gradient. Nope, it was from the Sims 4 Get Famous. The Get Famous one has a gradient on it. This one's more of the solid color, which I personally love more of, because when it comes to solid colors, it works well with any type of outfit my sim wears. And I love me some Rusty. Rusty, come through with all the CC, because you, my friend, my dear, are freaking fantastic, because what they did is made a nice little long sweater, but they also made a tuxedo top for your females to wear. So if your sim is like, you know, doesn't want to wear a dress or whatever for whatever reason, they can wear a tuxedo, comes with matching pants, and comes with matching shoes. So you have literally separate layers of a formal wear in everyday wear or whatever where you want to put them in. Perfect. Rusty, I love you. And then next we have is this crop top, and throughout this video you'll see a lot of crop tops in this video for sure, because you can never go wrong with a good crop top for your female sims. Just putting it out there, just saying. And then these four right here that I literally just clicked through, are all crop tops with different sayings, and there are a lot of swatches that I probably won't go through because we will literally be here for ages and I don't have time for that. So yeah. But this one right here, I believe this was originally a long sleeve or a short sleeve, but a longer at the bottom, but this creator just made it more of a crop top, and the creator is actually called Moontrate, and I love their content personally. Looking great, my friend. And the next one we have is this one from Trickly. Yeah, Trickly, off of Tumblr and the Sims resource. You've probably seen them because they are a featured creator on TSR. And this is actually, I think, a bodysuit, because the next one that they created is also another bodysuit. So I'm thinking these two right here are bodysuits, but this I might be wrong, and this might be a long sleeve. Wait a minute. Nope, it's just a long sleeve shirt, which is perfectly fine. I'm okay with that because whatever they create is always perfect. And the next one we have is like a tied up, not crop top shirt, which I think, okay, never mind. I'm literally going blind. Crop top. And when I saw this jacket type of thing, I fell in love. It was on Ocean's Tumblr, and I was like falling in love with them because I don't know. I think seeing jackets like this was like, it adds character. It adds like a different sense of like personality to a sim. But to be honest though, I wish the white tee changed colors. But I love me the jacket though. And then we have the 90s inspired look. And actually this actually came with a 90s set, like it was physically made for the 90s, and it has like 90s sayings on it, and I believe this says, "Oh, I'm so sure." Oh, I'm so sure. Yeah, basically I'm so sure. And then we have the video wizard. Who says that? I was born in 1996, literally late 90s, but I'm still a 90s kid, don't get me wrong. And then Lily Sims on their Tumblr made two different versions, so a short sleeve and a long sleeve. And the next one that we have is the exact same top from Get Famous. What you saw at the very top on this up here is the exact same thing, but a different creator made the sleeves just be gone. And so it's like more of a no sleeve jacket, but within the EA swatches, but short sleeve, but no sleeves. And the next I have is an oversized t-shirt that looks amazing. So I think I personally would have my Sims wear this to bed, mostly just because it's more of a bedroom type of shirt. And the last one at least we have for the tops is a nice looking crop top. But moving on to the next full body outfits. I have a lot of full body outfits, so this video is gonna be like an hour long. It's gonna literally take me hours to edit, but that's totally okay. I'm content. But we have like this next dress, and I believe this is actually also a Get Famous inspired recolor, and I believe that they just recolored the dress and did nothing else to it besides recolors. And this next one is actually from Candy Sims 4 off of the Tumblr. It has ruffles with ombre recolors. The next one is from Christopher 067. And to be honest though, I'm a fan of their content, but not a fan at the same time because, to be honest, I don't download this type of content for my game. General preference. I would say this dress right here is actually kind of more of a figure skater dress. Not gonna lie, it kind of does look like a figure skater dress. But the next one we have is from Rusty, and I call this the librarian dress. Next, we have this next dress. It's more of a long dress. Is actually from, would say inspired from the Sims 4 Get Famous cardigan sweater dress, but more of a longer version with a little bit of a slip on the side. Busted Pixels is the next creator that I personally do love a lot because they make a lot of conversions from The Sims 3 to The Sims 4, and what they did today actually is converted from the 70s, 80s, and 90s stuff pack from The Sims 3 to The Sims 4. And this is actually one of the dresses, and I fell in love. Oh, so perfect. But then we have this next dress from V, and I love this one because this one is very classy, very elegant, not too raunchy, but you know, just to kind of write a fancy, snatchy that your sim will definitely love to wear on the red carpet or at a fancy dinner date, whoever they so desire. Not sure who this is from, but it's very short, very skimpy. But the next dish we have is from the exact same creator, but this one is more of a turtleneck long dress, but again, a little slit on the side. Next dress is from Busted Pixels, and it's also from the 70s, 80s, and 90s stuff pack conversion to The Sims 3 to The Sims 4. And the next one is from Danny Paradise, or just called Danny. I forget who the actual creator is from, but all I know, their name is Danny. So moving on to the males, what we got actually are quite a bit of things. I did collect a lot of beards and a few things for male hair, and I'm always looking for new male hair and facial hair, just because there's not a lot that I'm seeing that is really up to par to my liking, just because I have a certain particular style that I personally do like a lot for mainly my males, because we're lacking in the EA content, so I have to survive to getting CC for males basically. And for the skin details is the exact same thing for the females, for the males, so there's like no differences in that area. And for the hair, I have a few more things I need to collect from xldsims.tumblr.com, and they make a lot of beards that I'll be showing you today, and along with a lot of male hair. So LumaSims and XLDSims are hands down my two favorite creators for male custom content, and as well as the Brittany Harris. You know, don't get me wrong, I love my friends a lot, and it is actually an inspired from the cats and dogs hair, I believe so, but more of a lowered version where the cats and dog hair was very poofy. They just made it very flat ish, where it wasn't too crazy, but like just the right amount of style from the exact same hair. I think it looks personally amazing. So the next one we have is very of a afro styled hair, which I personally love afros. I have a very afro styled hair when my hair grows out. It's very curly, naturally curly hair, so don't get me wrong, I love me a good afro. The next hair we have is a very wavy afro hair. Like, do you see the waves, the bumps in the hair? Those are waves. His hair is laid, my friend, laid. The next hair we have is the next afro hair. It looks the exact same one as this one, but more. And this one hair is actually from Sim Lotus, is the exact same one from the females, but apparently is put into the male category, which I'm okay with. And this one looks like Noah Puckerman from Glee, who kind of went on a downward spiral, and his faux hawk is, or his, yeah, basically kind of his faux hawk mohawk is continuing to grow out. So Noah Puckerman is coming through in The Sims 4 through Aiden Stovall, and that's what I call that hair right here, right now. But I'm gonna put him back into his original hairstyle that I had in before. And for the facial hair, and they're all from the same creator from XLD Sims. You can check him out on their Tumblr. And to be honest though, they make quite a decent content from Mass Effect. So if you're a fan of like the Mass Effect game, they have some content from that, but also like from their own imagination. And they do really well good content for facial hair for males, kids, and as well as females. So that's pretty much it, what we got for the facial hair. I'm gonna put him back in his original attire, which was probably, I don't know which one it was, but hey, he's okay with whatever what he has. As for the hats, they are the exact same things, but this one apparently is for police. Not sure why, but I'm okay. I am rolling with it. There's nothing new for makeup or accessories for them, but as for the tops, I did get quite a few things, just little subtle things. And they are actually one of my personal faves. So I recently discovered this one creator called Dirty77 off of Tumblr and the Sims resource. And they also make male custom content, so they are always up my alley. And this is more of a alpha type of style, so if it's not your style, that's okay. They have other things as well. It does come in a variety of different swatches, like cargo, plain white tees, you know, all the things that your Sims would definitely rock. The next one that we have is more of a loose, messy t-shirt with a formal jacket for your Sims to wear. And this is more of a bomber puffer jacket. It's the exact same one as this one right here, but you have a short sleeve and then you also have a long sleeve. So you have two different versions, so whatever your preference is, you have those options just for you. And LumaSims is one of my favorites creators to download for male CC. And I have a lot of their content. Like I have their default skin, the vanilla skin, as my skin default, and a lot of their male CC and their female CC and their hair, their body hair and everything, so they have a lot of things. But what they did is that they actually made a muscular body preset. So if you want your Sims to be more buff, I would say, put that preset on them. You got that there. So this is what it's on, and that's off. So off, on, off, on. So you definitely see a bit of a difference in the pecs area and also on the sides of their waist. So you have that going on for them. And the next one I have is another bomber jacket, but it's very, very shiny. And I have to say this is very, very alpha, which I'm definitely okay with because I love shiny things. And when it's shiny, you know your sim is going to be rich in the long run. So the next one that we have is a very nice tank or athletically type of wear or sleepwear, whichever your preference is. And if you guys have a bachelor or bachelorette party for your sims, if they're gonna get married and you want to have some type of erotic dancers for strippers, you would say, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, for your bachelor or bachelorette parties, and you want them to wear just nothing but a bow and tie, or just a bow and cufflinks, you can do that. But you have two options. You have an innie belly button or an outie belly button. So you have two different options, an innie or an outie. The next one that we have is this nice tucked in shirt, which I'm going to place into the pants, which is literally one of those two, or Rusty's to matter of fact. Okay, but this is actually for a tucked in from Copycat, and this is more, I would say, your muscle tee tucked in formal wear, athletic wear shirt. Yeah, the next one we have is from Busted Pixels, and it's a cardigan, low down, relaxed outfit wear. The next one we have is again from Busted Pixels, and it has like a very short sleeve shirt with a long sweater to over under it. So you got two layers to keep yourself, one, warm and out from the cold. And I believe this is actually for the females, but it is in the males, which is definitely okay. A crop top for males. And then this one right here, I'm not sure who created it, but this is more of just a regular t-shirt that does come in a variety of different swatches. I would say more of an athletic type of wear. And Rusty did it again. They made another version. So we have one for the females for the top, bottom, and shoes, but they also did it for the males. So top, bottom, and shoes. You got that there just for you. For the full body outfit, we got nothing for them, but for the bottoms, we also have the Rusty set, and it actually comes with the tuxedo, just like for the females. And the next piece of bottoms that we have is from Jam Jar, and I would say this is more of a shiny type of pants. Particularly, I probably won't use it a lot, but when I do, I might use this one. And I believe this piece of pants were probably from a creator that I particularly don't download from, just because I'm a little bit skeptical with patterns a lot. But I believe this is actually from a 90s set that I downloaded a while back ago. And they also have the exact same thing. It's very, I will call it cheetah print. But these next ones are from SpringSims, and there's a little bit of a boldage going on in the frontage going on for these like undergarments. Yeah. But the next one we have are some pregnancy pants from the exact same creator from SpringSims. So if your males are pregnant, have them wear this, because their pants will no longer fit if they were wearing skin tight jeans. Your doctor will thank you later. But that is pretty much it, what we got for the males for the pants and the tops, and that is pretty much it for all of them. And for lastly, but certainly not least, are the shoes. So we got 3 new shoes. We got some slides, we got some big old shoes, and we got some formal shoes as well. From Rusty, I believe, or they're probably just base game, that Rusty just kind of recolored to make it more black to fit the style of the tuxedo look, which I personally love a lot. But that being said, we are going to move right into the toddlers to see what we collected, and it's very minimal, so don't expect much, but be prepared for an overload of cuteness. Alrighty guys, so we are here with Everly Stovall, my wonderful toddler that I honestly love and adore so much that we collected at least 3 new hairs for her. And she's going to be going to preschool very soon because of Kawaii Stacy's preschool mod. And I got this like long hair that I need to take off this right here, first of all. That was a part of some pigtails for the base game, but I got like this nice little updo up right here in the front and some wavy in the back. And I got also the next hair is from a Brittany Harris, and it's like this nice little space buns on the side with some bangs in the front to make your toddler look very stylish and make all the other kids jealous in preschool. Let's be real here. But the last hair that we got is also for males for the kid males or the toddler males is a very nice little curly, messy hair from a Brittany Harris. And what we got here is actually one for the base game. So this is actually for the base game. And so what they did for Brittany Harris is made recolors of the ties, not rubber bands, but not poof balls, not barrettes or whatever, hair ties. I'm going to call them that. But they just made recolors of it, which I personally love a lot. So thank you for that. And I feel very blessed. But we're going to take this one off and put her back into her nice, good old-fashioned hair buns or space buns. And I believe what we got next that's pretty much it. Yeah. Everything else is also available for adults, so nothing new there for makeup or accessories. But what we got for the clothing is one new piece of clothing. It's a full body outfit that I stumbled across on Tumblr, and I literally fell in love because I love toddlers so much that everything that they wear is fantastic, and I always die of cuteness when seeing them in cute attire. Like, this has to be shown in every single swatch to known to man. Like the red swatch, perfect. And so it also comes with a matching leggings. So if your sim toddler wants to be rocking matching Christmas wear with this set, they got it right there just for you. And I'm gonna put Everly in the rainbow wear because I personally do like that the most. And let's do that right here. But this is her in our whole attire. And for the shoes, we didn't get anything for that. And that's pretty much it for the toddlers, for Everly, Stovall. But moving right along to the kids, which is also not a lot because I only kind of downloaded hair, and that's pretty much it. But the hairs are also conversions from the adults to kids, so that's also perfect. And I believe they're actually from MsGryphi off of Tumblr. And what they did is it made conversions from the adults, from the Brittany Harris hairs, and also from the Get Famous hairs as well, to the adults to the kids. So whatever your general preference is, you're gonna love it for kids as well. So we got the straight back hair, we got the pigtails also for the adults, and again, curly on the sides, bangs in the front, and also like nice little curly, wavy, straight-ish kind of ish sides. Yeah, words. I know real terms for female hair, basically. And what we got next is the exact same hair, but from this hair to that hair. But this hair has, you know, a little bit onto the side. Just pull that hair behind your ear. And MsGryphi did also the exact same thing from the adults to the kids and kind of gave them the exact same hairstyle. I will call this the Dutch hairstyle. And yes, I called it Dutch because it looks like a Dutch hairstyle from the TV shows that I watch every now and then. And you have probably seen this hairstyle from the toddlers, but they also made it for the kids. And lastly, but certainly not least, for these three are conversions from Sim Lotus and Get Famous, and from another creator that I probably do not know. And MsGryphi did it justice. And I love Get Famous so much that I love the hairstyles. And I'm so glad that someone converted those hairs for the other ages, because I want to give my Sims everything. So the more, the merrier. And that's what we got here. A nice little pixie cut hair. We got the messy Judith Ward's messy hair bun for that. And then lastly, we have this hairstyle that is like a pigtail. Call this like a 90s hairstyle from like the All That cast, from that one character that we all know and love. Probably you don't know who I'm talking about because I'm really old. I'm 22. But yeah, that character. She looks great in any hairstyle. And I believe I have like at least one full body outfit. Oh no, just one top. And it's a one creator that I download from TSR that makes a lot of kids content. And I sometimes download their stuff, but every now and then I don't, because it kind of looks very shiny and kind of too over the top. So I kind of stray away from that. But we're gonna put her back in her nice little shirt. So we got no new bottoms, no new full body outfits, no accessories. And the last thing of this CC haul that has literally taken me an hour to record are the Crocs. And for different swatches, we got the blue swatch, we got the pink swatch, we got the more pink swatch, and then we have the white swatch. And I believe those are roses on the shoes, if I so do believe, and a dead flower. So a rose and a dead flower. How touching. But that being said, I really hope you guys really much enjoyed this CC haul. I had a lot of fun doing this video. It was so much fun to record. Even though it took me an hour to do, I personally wanted to show you every single piece of custom content that I did collect in over the amount of short days. So if you have seen any CC in this video that you want to collect and grab for yourself for your game, my link will be down below to my CC Tumblr for you guys to check out and grab and have fun with. So again, I say I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys all in the very next video. And again, these Sims are up on the gallery. My origin ID is SpringSims. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys all in the very next video. Bye!